Chapter 15, Ordinary People, page 122. Now this is what I call a real Christmas, says Howard. Snowing to beat the band, a turkey in the oven, a real live tree. A lot better than having dinner in some hotel in Florida, right? Beth smiles at him. Anyone care for a drink? Cal asks. I would, says Ellen. A small glass of wine, if you have it, Cal. She is sitting next to Beth on the couch. They look more like sisters than mother and daughter. Ellen's hair is thick and silvery, cut short and waved expertly to flatter the thin, aging face. Her body is slim and firm. It's easy to see where Beth gets her looks. Where's Connie? Upstairs. He's coming. Howard, scotch? Fine. Beth? No thanks, not right now. Beth's got a dinner to put on, Howard booms. We can't have the hostess dipping into the sauce too early, can we? No comparing this with Florida. Last Christmas there had been the arranging of hotel reservations and flight schedules and tickets for the Orange Bowl. Last Christmas they had played golf and gone deep-sea fishing and tanned themselves beside the aquamarine blue of the swimming pool at the Sonesta Beach, looking at other people from the distance of delirium. They were going through the motions of a family on vacation, and each day opened to a scene more beautiful than the last. Palm fronds like upside-down green bowls under an upside-down blue bowl of sky. Lagoons full of lazy jumping fish. White sand that clung to their bodies like confectioner's sugar. Australian pine trees and sea grape. Lord, how he hated it. Like medicine you took, knowing that it had no power to heal. A relief to come back to the cold and gray reality of a Chicago winter. Hi, Merry Christmas. Same to you, dear. Ellen holds out her arms, and Conrad goes to her. He bends his head obediently for a kiss. He is dressed up today, tan slacks and a tan bulky knit pullover, his boots polished. A concession to his mother? He looks healthy. His cheeks are flushed. The ugly rash is nearly gone. You did a great job on this tree, Howard says. I hear it was all your idea. How long did it take you? Conrad grins. About a month of Sundays. Something is different about him lately. The smile is a good kid grin with his eyes into it. He looks handsome, that's it, with those long, thick eyelashes like a girl's. The build is all boy, though, all angles, elbows, and knees. Howard rubs his palms together briskly. Let's get this show on the road, folks. They exchange glances, he and Conrad. Then they look away. Cal is reminded of the game they used to play, grandfather trivia. What does he say after a horseshoe ringer? That's one for the good guys. What time does he get up in the morning? At the crack of dawn. When will he eat liver? When hell freezes over. Jordan had invented it with his eye for detail, his unmerciful memory. And another game, nicknames. He had nicknames for everyone, new ones each week. His grandfather, the kid, his grandmother, the girlfriend. Here comes the kid in the Mercedes. He's got the girlfriend with him. A blessing that you do not know at the moment of impact how far-reaching the shockwaves will be. He is at once achingly aware of the force of Jordan's absence. Only a year and a half. Still, it is a long time to discover that you are still in shock, still in the infant stages of recovery. Surrounded by gifts, Conrad, anxious giver, seeks reassurance. You really like it, grandmother? She holds up the candle, apple-shaped and scented with apple, for all to admire. Like it? I love it. It smells delicious. And the gloves fit okay? Perfect, says Howard. Like a glove, Cal said. His mood is buoyant, expectant. Patiently he listens, hanging on to his own excitement, as Conrad explains about the golf book he has bought for him. It is guaranteed to cut 6 strokes from his game. Then I'd better not catch you reading it before me, he warns happily. For his mother, Conrad has picked out a bracelet of silver, fragile, delicate links that loop over and under each other, like figure eights on a glassy pond. I hope you like it, he says. It's beautiful, she says. It's lovely, thank you. They are polite and careful with each other these days. The mood of the house is subdued and calm. A truce of some kind has been effected. Cal, the fumbling, uncertain negotiator, has stayed out of it. A cooling-off period must be observed. It is not his way at all. He is all for plunging in, taking people by the shoulders, shaking them into submission, into daylight. But he cannot bully either of them, he has discovered. They are alike in this way. All healing is done from the outside in. Hey, isn't there another present down there? Howard asks. Conrad leans over, searching among shirts and sweaters, a navy ski vest, a pen and pencil set. He comes up with a small package wrapped in silver paper. No card. Who's it from? Cal says, it's from your mother and me. He opens it. Glittering on the nest of white cotton is a key ring with 2 keys on it. Howard nudges Cal in the ribs. He has been like a kid with this, calling Cal on the telephone, checking on the details. How would they present it? Where will they keep it over the long Christmas weekend? He drove to the dealership with Cal to pick it up, has kept it in his garage for nearly a week. Now he cannot hide the smile on his face. Well, why don't you go look in the driveway? They all go to the door. The green Le Mans with its white vinyl top is parked at a jaunty angle in the drive. Howard has wired a huge red bow to the door handle. Sneaky, huh? He crows. Dad, I think we fooled him good this time. He looks like we could knock him over with a feather about now. True, he stands next to Cal on the porch as they all admire the car, glittering under a light coat of fresh snow. His expression is totally blank and unreadable, but Cal reads it anyway. I don't think he likes it. How about the color? Howard asks. You like it? They had it in pale gold, Cal says. You might have liked that better. No, this is great. He looks at Cal, then a smile pasted on his face. He seems dazed. I like it a lot. Thanks. I just didn't expect it, that's all. Got your license on you? Howard asks. Take it for a spin. No, he says. Then, yeah, okay, I think I will. Thanks. Thank you both. It's beautiful, really. It's terrific. And he gets in. It starts up smoothly. It glides smoothly out of the driveway, and Cal, resisting the urge to call "Take it easy" or any other of those good luck charms, thinks he will be careful. He will take it easy, even though he has not driven in nearly a year because he is a good driver. He will take care because of that, and not because of anything that I yell at him. Well, says Howard, what a surprise, huh? I don't think he quite knew what to make of it. Beth and Ellen have already gone inside. The wind has lifted suddenly. It pierces Cal's shirt, makes him feel shrunken and old. I think he liked it, though, Howard says. A kid's first car. Always a big deal, right? Right, Cal says. Yeah, I remember when you gave him that two-wheeler. God, he loved that thing, didn't he? Rode it around the block all day. When was that? He holds the door for Cal. Kids, they sure do grow up in a hurry, don't they? And so it had gone wrong. The neat, even pieces of the day have somehow slipped awry, disengaged. He sits alone on the couch, his head back, his feet on the coffee table. He has driven Howard and Ellen home, and Conrad is upstairs in bed, asleep. Beth has cleared the dessert plates from the table and is busy with them in the kitchen. He stares out of the window at the snow, at the fuzzy jewels of reflection from the Christmas tree lights, colored stars in a white sky. Something was missing, something terribly wrong. But it was not just the car. It was the whole day. Well, what do you expect? We are family, aren't we? And a family turns inward toward itself in grief. It does not go in separate directions, pulling itself apart. Like hell it doesn't. Grief is ugly. It is isolating. It is not something to be shared with others. It is something to be afraid of, to get rid of, and fast. Get those months, days, hours, minutes out of the way. It can't be quick enough. He gets up to make himself a drink at the bar, and Beth comes in from the kitchen. She looks tired, her face set, her mind occupied elsewhere. We should have gone to London, he thinks. Aloud, he says, Would you like anything? No, I'm tired. I think I'll just go to bed. And knowing that he shouldn't, somehow, that it will only disarrange the contours of the day more thoroughly, still he says it. I guess he didn't like the car. She is silent. Did he? I think she says you worry too much about him. Yeah, and I think you don't worry enough, but let it go. Call it a very merry, rugged Christmas day, and let it go. And you expect too much from all of us. He takes a healthy swallow from his drink. Uh-huh. That sounds like the beginning of a lecture. What's it for? I thought I behaved myself pretty well today. You want us all to perform for you, she says. Make the day go right for you. Well, I'm willing to do my share. I'll sing and dance and tell crooked lawyer jokes. It won't be my fault if it falls apart. Or mine either. Or Dad's. Or Mother's. You didn't have to close up on them that way just because your surprise didn't work out the way you planned it. I didn't close up. What are you talking about? Yes, you did. You moped and pouted around here as if your whole day was spoiled over that one thing. Okay, I moped. I pouted. All right, I give up. Uncle, he leans his elbows on the bar, his back to her. I'm tired of you getting your feelings hurt, Cal, because you refuse to see things as they really are. And how are things? He asks, turning around. How are they really? She is so lovely, so lovely. That white skin and the pale lavender silk of the dress, the honeyed hair loose about her face. What are we fighting about? He's not your little boy, she says. He'll be 18 years old next month. For some reason, you want to think he needs your constant concern and protection. You worry over his every reaction. He smiles and you smile. He frowns and you baby him. Okay, I'm concerned. Sometimes I worry. I'm interested, damn it. Are you interested? Oh, I hate you, she says. Sometimes I really hate you when you get that look on your face. Why couldn't you see this was the way it would work out if we stayed here this year? At last, he says, down to basics. Listen, if my day was spoiled, it was because I had that hanging over my head. So I'm sorry, okay? I'm sorry I didn't take you to London. Are you sorry about giving him a car he didn't want and doesn't need? Sorry about spending thousands of dollars just to make something happen that I could have told you would never happen? They look at each other, and he wants to say, "But that's not it, don't you see? At least not all of it." And he knows as she turns away from him, going back to the kitchen, and moments later there's the familiar and purposeful hum of the dishwasher, that the day has not gone the way she planned it either. They are both disappointed. They are both grieving. And he thinks about going upstairs, thinks about passing Conrad's door, going down the hall to their bedroom, where they will silently undress and separately grieve. And what about tomorrow then, and all the tomorrows to come? Why can't we talk about it? Why can't we ever talk about it?